The Cooler Master Glacier 240L CPU cooler delivers the convenience of an all-in-one and the performance of a custom water cooler. Click now to learn more.
We've actually got a double feature today. A GTX 750 Ti with a reference design from NVIDIA and a, spoiler alert by the way, kick-ass ASUS designed one. But first, the introduction. The GTX 750 Ti is not on the surface the most exciting card from NVIDIA that we've ever reviewed. Performance is solid, sure, and power consumption is extremely low due to the GM107 GPU core's use of NVIDIA's all-new Maxwell architecture, but it's not exactly a Titan challenger in terms of raw horsepower. No, this product is for Tier 1 PC upgraders, small form factor enthusiasts, folks who are upgrading from older something 5.0 class cards like the 550 Ti, or basically anyone who's looking to get solid 1080p performance in modern titles without expecting to crank the details up to maximum. Now, NVIDIA spent a fair bit of time in their press briefing talking about the technologies around the card, like G-Sync, Game Stream, and GeForce Experience with Shadow Play, gameplay recording, and streaming to Twitch. And these technologies are great and a key differentiator for NVIDIA compared to their competition, but we've covered most of this stuff in a fair bit of depth in the past, so I will refer you instead to our G-Sync video, our Shield streaming latency test, and our GTX 780 Ti review, which I have all linked below if you can't click on the annotations, where you can learn more about all of that stuff. One other interesting thing to note about G-Sync in particular, that technology, is that neither of the cards in our showcase today support it due to their lack of DisplayPort output. But don't worry, there will be 750 Ti cards that do. Instead today I want to focus on what exactly NVIDIA has done in order to achieve a 4x improvement in efficiency over 3 generations with only one process shrink. Instead of using a single control logic block for all 192 cores in its SMs or streaming multiprocessors, NVIDIA has created smaller control logic blocks for 32 cores each. That makes the task of routing and scheduling traffic easier for each control logic block and allows Maxwell to improve performance per core by about 35%, leading to NVIDIA's best performance per watt GPU ever. It is so efficient, it needs only a tiny little cooler for its 640 CUDA cores and 2 gigs of 5.4 GHz GDDR5 RAM running on a 128-bit bus, and it doesn't even require a 6-pin PCI Express power connector due to its 60-watt TDP. The second focus point for me is overclocking. The way NVIDIA has locked down overclocking over the last few generations with respect to maximum voltages and power limits has been frustrating. So it's refreshing to see them come out and say, this card is a great overclocker. And I'm excited that we get to show you results from both of these cards at the same time because they represent two very different approaches to graphics card design. The reference card is very, very small and requires no power connector, so it'll be compatible with pretty much any PC with a PCI Express slot. ASUS's non-reference benefits list continues to be the same as ever. 10 extra bucks gets you slightly increased stock clock speeds, a better I/O layout, although no DisplayPort still, a better cooler, better PCB design with ASUS's SAP super alloy power components promising cooler operation, longer lifetime, better efficiency, and reduced coil whine, but there's more this time. The 750 Ti normally doesn't have that connector, while the ASUS one has a PCI Express 6-pin connector. However weird the positioning of this connector might be, unless you're installing it in a small form factor PC where that's closer to the power supply than the back of the card, it'll be interesting to see how more power affects a card like this when it comes to overclocking and performance. Spoiler alert, a lot. Stay tuned for exactly how much.
These two itty-bitty graphics cards pack quite a punch. They come on top of both my Far Cry 3 and BioShock Infinite benchmarks, and you can tell by looking at these numbers that ASUS aftermarket card does gain a lot by having that additional 6-pin power on top of there. If you want to see how much it helps, you can check out my overclocking doc in the description of the video down below, where you can see all of my settings for both of the cards and their core clock actuals so you can see exactly how fast they are running. Maybe you're someone who wants the additional power and wants to be able to overclock it even more. This card has tons of headroom, and even if you don't want that additional power and maybe just want to go with the reference design, it still has a bunch of headroom there. This is a very easy card to overclock. I gotta run, guys, as it is 4 a.m. Tuesday, and I've been up since Sunday morning working on different forum stuff and whatnot. This video has to be edited, uploaded, and released by 6 a.m. So we're gonna see how I can accomplish that, but we will see. Like and favorite and dislike the video and share and subscribe to the channel and all of those things. And in addition, I'm not giving up yet. I want that second place position for organizations. Check out the PC gaming section of the LinusTechTips.com forum, look at the Star Citizen thread, and join the organization. We will be number 2. We can make it. I'll talk to you guys later.